Titanfall 2. I was browsing Reddit yesterday morning, and I saw a post, I think it was in the gaming subreddit, rallying anyone who owns Titanfall 2 to get on May 1st and play the multiplayer. If you've never played this game before, it was such a cool intro, by the way. You can see I have not played in a while. Have to adjust my settings. I recently increased the DPI of my mouse so that I could decrease the sensitivity in-game. But I forgot to do the aim down sight sensitivity and I spray all over. Still managed to get the kill though. If you're not familiar with this game, it was developed by Respawn Entertainment, who also works on Apex Legends and Jedi Fallen Order. I believe Respawn was founded by the original members of Infinity Ward, who made the Call of Duty games, especially some of my favorites like Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, the classics. Titanfall 1 was a multiplayer-only title with no single-player component, but the sequel here has an incredible single-player component to it. One of the better campaigns to a first-person shooter I've ever played. If you're interested in a campaign, then I think this game alone is worth it for the single-player. You could typically pick it up for anywhere from $5 to $10, which is such a steal. It's about 5 years old at this point, but it still looks so good. This map especially is called War Games. It looks great. Here I get ruined by the hover ability, which allows you to suspend in midair if you're aiming down sight. I forgot I had it equipped from the last time I had played this game, and I did not expect to hang in the middle of the air there. Every once in a while I come back to Titanfall 2, and I think it's still the best small-scale multiplayer game on the market. I've been very burnt out on Call of Duty for a very long time. I've been playing it since COD 2, I want to say, and the last several titles have just been a little bland to me, and Titanfall 2 brings similar feeling gunplay in terms of recoil and the general feel of the guns, but with so many more mechanics. This animation getting into the Titan is incredible. The Titans really remind me of the Metal Gears from the Metal Gear Solid franchise. If you've ever played those games, big fan of those as well. But they remind me of really beefed up Metal Gears. Right now I'm playing with the Monarch. You might see me killing these AI characters called grunts. There are other AI characters that spawn throughout the game, and you can use them to get points. Right now I'm playing a game mode called Attrition, which is basically a team deathmatch style game mode. Tends to be the most popular in this game. But aside from getting 1 point as opposed to the 5 that you get for killing pilots or other players, it also charges your Titan up, so you can get Titans more frequently. If you're a beginner to this game and you're interested in the multiplayer but you're not very good at the infantry combat, farming the grunts and the specters and the other AI characters can be a great way to contribute to your team if you're dying a lot. You can see I'm taking on a couple of Titans here with an ally. It's been a long time since I've played, so I'm not the most effective combatant right now. But I thought to myself when I saw that Reddit post, why wait till May 1st? I'll just get on it now. So I played several games yesterday. I'll play more on May 1st when everyone else is playing as well. A few months ago, the game was added to Steam. It had previously only been on Origin, and it really revitalized the player base. When I got on, I think the player count was something like 10,000, and that was in the morning on a weekday, so I'd imagine it's maybe 1,000, 2,000 more during the evening, maybe even more on the weekend. So if you're thinking of picking this game up, the player base is definitely not dead. Like I said, I'm not particularly great at the game, and I still have lots of fun. There are a lot of really skilled players who have been playing this since release and never stopped, but even just running around and shooting and getting in your Titan is great fun, even if you're not very good at it. If you're not interested in the competitive multiplayer PvP stuff, they do have some PvE modes that have players as well. Like I said, you could also play the single player, which is one of the better campaigns for a single player game I've ever played, and when it comes to first person shooters. Really cool takedown there from that Titan. The Ronin Titan has a really cool melee takedown there. If you've watched my other videos, you'll know that I typically play Warzone with my friends. When I play multiplayer games, I'm typically playing with my friends, and they all like Warzone. And it's fun, but I do get burnt out on it quite a bit. I'm also not particularly fond of the way the game plays solo. So when I'm playing by myself, I actually like to mix it up a little bit. And Titanfall 2 is a great game for that. I play Battlefield from time to time as well, but Battlefield 5 obviously did not turn out the way a lot of us wanted, so really just waiting for Battlefield 6. I'm hoping they make a sequel to this game. I'm not sure when or if they will. Apex Legends has been very successful for them, and I'm sure that's where a lot of the focus lies. Oh, almost get stepped on by that Titan there, very close call. But Apex has been quite the success for EA and for Respawn. Jedi Fallen Order was also very successful. So I'm not sure where Titanfall lands on their list of priorities. I assume it's not as high as those other games, but I'd like to see a sequel someday. My only real criticism of the multiplayer in this game occasionally, this is one of my favorite animations by the way, super cool boarding animation, is that sometimes the maps seem designed a little more spread out for Titan combat, and at times, depending on the map, you end up running around aimlessly a bit if you are a pilot trying to do other infantry combat. If you're not interested in the Titan versus Titan style combat, they do have pilot-only modes as well that you can try. But I'd like to see them maybe take a page out of Battlefield's book. Maybe make the maps even a little bit bigger, do more players. Make the Titans maybe a touch harder to get so the whole map isn't just filled with Titans bullying pilots. This ejection's really cool too. I see that this Titan's low. Using my little rocket launcher style gun. It's taking critical damage. Try to take cover behind this block here, because I assume the pilot's ejected at this point. There he comes over the wall, react too slowly, ends up getting the kill on me. Fair play. All this wall running is just so cool to me. Very cinematic game, looks very cool. Get the revenge kill on this guy. Well, the assist anyway. Really cool Titan kill there. The game is just really cinematic and really fun and fast. Coming here doing some spraying. Using the flatline. I'm not sure how popular this gun is. I think the car is the meta gun for this game, because it's so accurate with the hip fire spray, but I don't know, something about the flatline really speaks to me. It has a sort of AK-47 style feel, slower rate of fire, more damage. Get that pilot with the rockets, really satisfying kill there. Bullying the pilots is so fun in the Titans. Getting a good flank on this Titan as he's battling my teammate there. Another cool thing you can do if you don't feel comfortable actually piloting the Titans is let the AI do it. When you call in a Titan, you don't necessarily have to board it. Here I'm starting to try to farm some of these AI characters since we are losing the game. I'm hoping that with a few pilot kills, the Titan advantage, and some AI kills, we might be able to catch up. Been down most of the game. Started to mount a bit of a comeback. Picking up another pilot kill here. Look at how that movement is. Super cool. But looks like we're going to lose here. They're very close to that 650 score limit. And we end up losing the game. Get the pilot kill while he's ejected though. At this point it transitions into the epilogue where the losing team tries to evacuate by getting on a dropship, and the winning team tries to kill all the players before they can evacuate, or they can shoot down the dropship. Just a fun little post-game section. Doesn't really mean all that much. Start shooting this guy in the back. I use the Monarch Titan a lot. It's really fun. My friendly Titan gets in the way here, and the shield blocks me from continuing to shoot this guy. Anyway, that's Titanfall 2. Really fun game. I think it holds up still really well, even about 5 years later. If you don't have it, you can pick it up really cheap on Steam or Origin. I suggest you do if you're interested. If you have it, get on May 1st with everyone else and have a good time. If you like the video, leave a rating on it, subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.